Hey everyone, and welcome on back to Building with Whip. Today, we're starting out here at, this is our original farm. This thing kept us alive for probably the first 10 episodes or so. We got this little nice contained chicken area, totally humane. They're fine, they love it in there. They really enjoy it. And they constantly give us eggs right down here, and it's great. So that thing's always full of eggs. Then this guy is what I really want to be looking at over here. So we got all this sugar cane mixed in with a bunch of carrots and potatoes and wheat littered around. We even got a few melons, some grass, and all that good stuff. And that leads into what we're going to be doing today. So today, we're going to be working on building a little farm over in our new area where you can see that tower poking out behind that we finished last time. Now that we kind of have that area contained a little bit more, we got our two awesome windmills that we built up pretty recently. And we're going to be working on the little farming area right in here today. I want to do that, and if we got some more time, I would love to actually go ahead and get a new house set up over there just so we could get some of that cool stuff going on as well. But yeah, new job has been going really well so far, and I just kind of want to give you guys a little bit of an update on that, and update on how all the time constraints, or not constraints, but commitments been going. So I don't know how I want to do it yet, but I don't think I can do 4 videos a week anymore like I've been doing. Or I got to do 4 shorter videos and go from there. But it's just like I get home from work at about 6 at night right now, and I start, because I got to take care of Coda before going into work in the morning. So I'm usually going to bed around 9:30, 10, and I'm exhausted because the day's so busy already. So I think I'm pretty much going to be moving. For now, my plan is to move into basically, I finish a video, I upload the video the next day type of format. So basically, whenever I get a video finished, and I want to spread them out pretty evenly, so there won't be more than probably 4 a week. If I have a random week where I can do a bunch, but there probably will not be 4 a week, if that makes sense. Going forwards, I really love the new job, and I thank you guys so much for all the support we've had recently, but I still want to be able to give quality episodes and not really just kind of skimp out and give like a really like half-assed, I guess is the easiest way I can think of saying it. Excuse the French in there, but just kind of, I want to be able to still give out full episodes and things like that. I don't want to have to worry about is this episode enough content? Is this enough here? So I want to still set up like one goal per episode and make sure that each episode is dedicated towards finishing that. So that's what I'm thinking for now, guys. I hope that's okay. Let me know though in the comments what you guys think about that. We could go into like really short episodes some weeks and just kind of do like a little walk around, things like that. But I'm thinking almost it's probably going to be better just to move into more of like a slower format of just whenever something gets done and whenever I feel like I can show off a project or something like that I've been working on, I think that would probably be the best way to do the episode structure here in the future. So what we're doing right here, though, is building up a little bit of a bridge to kind of get over this little guy, and we're going to do a pathway that leads out to here. Then this pathway is always also going to be connecting up over into this area. But yeah, so everybody who's in the Discord channel that I've been hanging out with a bunch and just talking as I have time in between work and all that stuff, man, working like a real job now, really a lot different of a time commitment than the old one, which yeah, it was a real job. It had all that jobby stuff in it, but I don't know. Felt more like come here and hang out for a few hours and get your stuff done, and then when you go home, you just go home. Whereas my current one, I love all my coworkers. They're super awesome to hang out with, and it's been really fun just kind of getting to know all them. So it's been a lot of after work things, like getting to know people that I work with and learning a lot more about the teams and all that stuff. And I've been really just enjoying it. So that's kind of why it's been a little bit more lax on the channel recently, is because I've been so busy. Like this is not me slowly going, oh yeah, time commitment's 2 months. Okay, we're gonna reduce back into this. Then like time commitment is too much here again. We're gonna reduce again. My goal is not to get rid of the channel. Like I love making videos. These aren't going to be going anywhere, but the time in between videos might be a little bit larger, just depending on the week by week schedule and things like that. Because things just change and we got to deal with them. So we're going to deal with it as we go through, and we'll make the best of it, and it'll be really fun in the process. So that's all I really wanted to say on that for starters today. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all the support recently. It's been awesome. I'm trying to find a time in the next weekend or so where I can get a stream going on a Saturday, but with Easter and all that stuff coming up, and then recently I had my best friends from college actually came up and visited. and we had an awesome time together. So they were here for the whole weekend, so I didn't have time there either. And yeah, it's just a lot. So let's see. I think we can actually get that right there. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this little area right here into farmland. We might do a little bit of a border wall on here to kind of contain the moisture into this. Like not something that tall, but maybe something like just like slabs and stairs kind of going along here. Just kind of get something cool. I don't know. Figured it would be kind of fun. So let's go ahead and count 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And that should be good to throw water in here. So the plan is to mix a bunch of different types of crops into here and get something really cool looking going on instead of just kind of having a big old wheat field. As nice as that would look, I do want to go ahead and mix up everything and just kind of have some fun with it instead of being like, wait, no, we can't do that. It'll look weird. I want to make something look very nice and lush and green and colorful and just really cool. So that's the goal. And I just ruined that one. That's okay. We can leave that as a dirt. But yeah, so that's the plan right now. Who knows how it's actually going to turn out in the end, because that's always how these episodes go. Is we get a general plan and then we make it up as we go from there. So sounds good. Let me go ahead and hoe out the rest of this field and I'll be back with you guys. All right, guys, so our little Oasis area right here, we got our first field coming up that we're working on just now, and it's looking pretty solid. All of the crops are not crops, but all of the land is watered up, ready to go. And from there, we're able to do a lot of new stuff because we can actually plant things now. I know, right? We can plant things. What? Yeah, so we had to hide one water source underneath that guy. Then we had to hide another one right over here. And we should be able to be just fine with this. So my plan is I want to go ahead and grab some sandstone-y goodness right along here. And we're just basically going to trace the edge of this field and go ahead and just do a little bit of stuff like this. And I'm thinking here at the front, we can go ahead and bring it up a little bit more, make it look a little bit more fancy. So this is kind of the wall that's keeping all the moisture into this area. So we create this little, oh, I guess that's going to be, yep, we're stuck. And this is fun. Hi guys, look, we can't move anywhere. No, okay, let me fix this. Man, I cannot wait for 1.13 to come out where that is fixed, but yeah, so that's something we're dealing with. Anyways, back to the regular scheduled programming. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of work our way along this, creating a little bit of a design right here. Just kind of doing random stuff, making it look like they piled up a bunch of things. And I was thinking here at the front, it would be kind of cool to make it look like they have a little bit of an archway. So you kind of, they wanted to design this as like an entrance or something into the area. That would be kind of cool to just have something right there. Just add in a little bit of extra stuff to the region. And just bringing it more to life. You know, we got to add all these extra things. Like we could leave this field in here and it'd be totally fine. Like nobody would really care. Like you guys probably be like, wow, that's cool. That's got a nice little bit of decoration to it. It's fine. It's whatever. But we're going to go ahead and go one step above and beyond, adding this little wall and adding it, make it more unique and closed off in this area. Just little simple things like that is what I'm really trying to work with here in the world while we're working on this project. Just going ahead to adding all that extra. Just all that extra little stuff that brings a world to life. I think that's something that I really want to start focusing on, being able to add in here, taking a lot more time with each little individual place. Like I was talking about earlier, when I was like just talking about how things are going, where the channel is going to be looking over the next few months. I think it'd be fun to go ahead and start taking that time for all of our little projects, making sure we do every little thing for them. Yeah, I don't really know about interiors yet, but you know, every little other thing I'm thinking is a good idea to start with. No, we'll see on interiors. We'll see how it's gonna go. Now that would look weird if that's the only one right there. Let's go ahead and do something like that. Yeah. So you can see from the inside we have this nice little pathway that's gonna go through here. Do we have? Can I go ahead and just? Do we got any grass on us? We do not, but we got that guy. That'll be fine. So we got this nice little path that'll lead us through here. Got a nice siren in the background. So be right back. Let me wait for that guy to go by. Okay, I am back. Siren actually went away really quickly after that. So we got this nice little spot in here, right? It's very contained. It'll be very fun to work with and we can get a lot of interesting stuff going on in here. Do we have any buckets? Should probably have a bucket in case we want to throw some sugar cane hidden around the outside. I think that'd be kind of fun. Add a little bit extra life into here. So let's go fill this guy with some water. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So back here in this far corner, you see we have that little sand block right there. I thought it could be kind of nice to go ahead and behind the sand block, just right in here, we can also hide another little bit of water and do like a big old sugar cane. Thought that'd be kind of cool. Be able to mix up this wall a little bit here. And then maybe we go ahead and throw in another one right in here. But we got to actually go ahead and get some water for this guy. So we can do a little bucket action right there. Bring that up. And then we can go ahead and grab our dirt. Throwing this guy back in here. And what we're going to do here, we haven't done these for a long time together. But you can go ahead and throw a string on top of sugarcane to stop them from growing. So that guy will stay only too high. instead of getting that third height, and it adds a nice little cool little bit of interest. I went ahead and covered our little water source right there with a leaf, just so it kind of looked a little bit more natural and has its own stuff going on instead of just looking like a little block of water in there. So it should be able to hide in there pretty well. Along the edge of these riverbanks, though, we can go ahead in a few spots, go ahead and do like a little something like that. Throw a string on top of it, and maybe we go ahead and do like one right here and do bam, bam, and make that guy a 3 tall. Just, you know, add in this little bit of variety into this whole thing. It should look pretty cool in the end. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. The goal is always for it to look pretty cool. But yeah, we want to go ahead and add a little bit of life and detail into all these little spaces like I've been talking about. So what if we came over here, and behind this guy, we went ahead and hit another water source. That could be kind of cool. Go ahead and grab some dirt, fill that guy in right there, and bam, and bam. And then we go ahead and throw a string on top of that. And I think that's enough sugarcane placing together there. So what I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and do for the rest of this, though, we'll go ahead and do a little corner together. So we got seeds, we got grass, we got ferns, we got potatoes, we got carrots, we got a little bit of bone meal. We got a lot of bone block, actually. So we got a lot of room to be able to mix up things in here. So if you guys didn't know, you place ferns and grass on farmland, and it doesn't do anything, along with seeds and all that good stuff. And then we got our potatoes, which we'll place in here, and they'll be able to give us kind of a more of a greeny green color. So we can go ahead and throw some grass on there. The wheat will come up as like a whiter color. The potatoes will be pretty bright, and our carrots will be pretty bright as well. So that'll be able to add a lot of variety into here. And it should be pretty good. We want mostly seeds in here, so we want to go ahead and get a good chunk of seeds in this guy. A lot of stuff in here, kind of like that. Should be a good amount right here. And then any place we kind of miss, we want to go ahead and mix them up with things like that. Maybe a potato right there. And as this stuff all grows up, we'll be able to see how it's actually looking, then add a little bit more variety here and there to it as well. That's the great part about all these crops. We actually get stuff back out of them if we break them. So it's kind of incentive to rebuild things. But yeah, so let me go ahead and get all the seeds placed down and all that stuff in this area, and I will be back with you guys in just a few. All right, guys, so we got this cool little farming area right here finished up. It's looking really solid, and there we go, back into the normal view. I like this. I think this is pretty cool. I went ahead and waited for all the crops to grow up, and you can see the few little bushes and things I've added around it. There's a lot of wheat in here, but I think I like it mostly being wheat. We could go ahead and almost break it up a little bit and add a few more ferns and things here and there. I think that could help, just kind of making it look a little bit more natural. And I figured along these pathways here, we could go ahead and add little bits of grass and things like that, just trying to make it look like there's actually some stuff growing out. And it's kind of encroaching on the pathway and coming out across things. Maybe we can, yeah, a little one right there actually works pretty well. Get a fern right in there, and I really like this. I think this is starting to look really cool. So, that being said, though, we got to, actually, I hate how straight that is. We're going to go and break that up right there. And maybe do one right there, too. That works really well. All right, so, anyways, next thing that I want to go ahead and tackle is actually going to be this little spot right up here. So, when we were originally making the plan, I wanted to go ahead and do a super cool little like bazaar market stand, something or another in here, similar kind of to what we have up in this area right here. We have all these market stalls, all these cool things that are just selling goods, and I figured since we just built a little area for farming and things like that, it's probably going to be like fresh produce or something like that. I thought that could be kind of cool. Or maybe we split it up, seeing as there's the dock right here. Maybe somebody fishes or kills all the squid in this area and sells their ink. So that could be kind of cool. Anyways, let me go ahead and completely swap out my inventory, because we're not going to use any of this stuff really. I gotta say, this area is looking a heck of a lot better now that we have this whole area finished up. Just that little addition of adding in a field here, it makes the atmosphere look so much cooler. So speaking of little additions, we're going to be working on this guy here, though. We actually need our pickaxe to break that stuff. We're going to go ahead and work on getting a little bit of a like stand set up in this area, we could call it, as it's turning to be nighttime. But what I want to do for the floor here, I'll show you guys. We can just go ahead and do this. We're going to have some sand on the edge of it, but I want to make it look like they kind of brought in some dirt to kind of make the area look a little bit more clean and like people are walking over it. It's more of a pathway. So I brought in some regular dirt, And then I brought in some coarse dirt just to kind of mix them up together. And then we'll mix in the sand along the edges as well. Just trying to get a cool little look going in here. You can see all of this stuff just kind of bam, bam, and bam right through there maybe. We go ahead and do something like that. And then bam, bam. Yeah, so let me go ahead and fill this in and sleep and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm thinking that looks pretty good right there for kind of a really, really messy area just to have everything inside. So for how we're going to do the roof on this guy, you can see we have some white carpet and cyan carpet. So we're going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3. No, I kind of had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right there, that's only 4. Let's go ahead and do that. And we need our X, so always changing the tools. So yeah, let's go ahead and have a middle pole. Let's go ahead and have a middle pole in here too. So we're going to go ahead and raise this up pretty high so we can have a nice little bit of area to walk under and have all that good stuff. So we can bring it back 1, 2, 3. That looks good right there. Then skip 2 and then skip 2 and bam and bam and bam and bam right there. Cool. So this pretty much is how I wanted it to go. Then we can have going bam, bam, and bam. And I wanted to do just cyan strips and then white strips and just kind of working our way all the way across. I hope I have enough on us, but I'm not quite sure. We should be good if we're just doing 1 wide stripes for each of them. We should be able to get it all the way across. I'm hoping it should be good and it should line up just perfectly. So let me go ahead and get these guys in here real quick. Then we can go ahead and actually work on how the thing's actually gonna look. You know, because that's kind of important. So like bam and bam, bam, right there. Bringing that color in, then boom and boom. Okay, cool. So we're gonna actually be using a little bit more cyan than anything. That should be fine. Can we make that jump? No, we cannot. Okay, whatever. That's fine. You win, game. You win. I probably should have done the actual carpet stuff instead of doing all of this string as we work our way across, but you know, that's fine. We will figure it out. So we're definitely going to need more though. So let me go ahead and get this stuff in, guys, and I'll be right back with you. All right, our roof is in and it's looking great. And luckily the roof is not on fire, so we're good to keep going on the build. Let me see here. I want the dirt. And so I put this pillar of netherrack that we had there a second ago because I really wanted to bring a tree into this area. And I was thinking of something like that could be really cool if we can get this guy to actually grow up. It should be able to grow right here. I don't see why it wouldn't. Let me go ahead and do a little bit of action like that and just spam this guy here for a second. Maybe we can get it to grow. Is it just going to waste? What? Do we need to move you out here? Do we need to move you? Is that where you got to go? Do you need to go there? Come on. Please grow. Please grow. I wasted a stack of bone meal on you. And now it grows. Of course, this is where it grows. And it's just completely in the way of the stuff that I just took down. Oh man, let me go ahead and throw this here and pick that stuff back up and get those wall things in place. That would be nice. And please don't break the crop. And we broke the crop. It's fine. It didn't happen. Nobody saw it. That was it the whole time. That's what it was. It's fine. It's okay. Okay, so anyways, this guy right there, we can go ahead and do a little bit of action like a boom and get that all back in there. And it's looking pretty good. I wanted to have this area covered, just a little bit of something out here. So I brought in this oak wood and I brought in the birchwood slabs. And I really wanted to go ahead and kind of have this guy stepping back here and do a little bit of a tiny, tiny covered area. Just something like this to be able to bring it. Maybe we bring this guy down, then we have this kind of stepping down like that. And it just steps across here. I don't know. I always think it'd be kind of cool just to have a little bit extra something. But obviously it can't go there. We're going to have to raise this guy up one. So that's totally fine though. So we can bring you out right there. And then we can go ahead and just do something like that. And maybe we just have like leveled like there. And we do bam. And then we have the other one coming bam, bam. And then 1, 2, and 3. And we go ahead and do... How can I get this block in there? Right there, and right there. That would, yeah, I like that. I like that. That works well. So we can go ahead and do that. And then it gives us kind of this cool little, more of like a covered storage area, more permanent than just the tarp over the area. So I think that'd be kind of cool to have a few little things stored back in here. Maybe this is where the guy hangs out when he's doing his work and whatnot. He sits back there. So we can go ahead and start just throwing a few little things like this in here. I did go ahead and grab some oak fences for stairs. So we can go ahead and do bam and grab our oak wood slabs and maybe do like boop, boop. And we can go ahead and do like that right there. Just so we can get a little market stall, a little stand or something. And maybe let's say like this area right here, we go ahead and do just boom and bring it forward a little bit. So we have more of like the items that people are trying to buy back in this area. So it's not quite full on out front and center. Then we can go ahead and take a wooden trapdoor and bam, and do something right there. Maybe like that. No, I like that being open at the top actually. Yeah, so we're just making this little bit of a wooden structure kind of to hold the extra goods and a little bit of like a shop storage room almost. So we can go ahead and do like bam and bam, get some crates in here, get some chests, all that good stuff. Really trying to decorate this area out and like that maybe. And then like you, and we can go ahead and even like throw some nope, I don't like that. That's blocking off the pathway. Let's see, what if we did, no, I just like the one there. I think the one there works really well. So what we can go ahead from here though is grab some item frames, do item frame, maybe like a third one right there because we want to work with our odd numbers. Go ahead and do like a little wheat on that guy. And then let's go and do a potato, or let's just do 2 carrots. And we can, what do they look like if you hang them up like that? Maybe it looks like they're a little like hanging carrots or something. Then here in the back, we can go ahead and take a few more of our item frames, grab some of our wheat, and say like this one is actually like a crate of wheat or something like that. And we can do that on you as well. And yeah, that's looking pretty good. We got this nice little market area in here after a very, very little amount of work. Do we have any torches on us? I don't think we do. Maybe we have them over there. Let's go across our little pathway that we've been working on. Ooh, man, there's so much immersion in this place now. I love this. This is quickly turning into one of my favorite parts of Papyrus. I love the windmills that we did a few episodes ago. All the extra just stuff we're getting in here looks really, really cool in my opinion. I think it's really helping the build in general. That's looking pretty good though. Maybe we go ahead and add a few little things like areas to sit, like do this as like a little chair or something like right there maybe. I don't know. That looks a little weird with oak and oak, so maybe not. We'd always do like a birch slab and then a trapdoor on its back. Sorry I'm opening the inventory so much. I'm just thinking as I go here from what we have currently. But I like that. I think that's a good way to do it. What can we go ahead and do like you and then make like a pressure plate or 2. Then we can go ahead and take those guys on top and do like bam and bam, like a little area where they can maybe write on. It's a little raised up bit there. Helps out with the handwriting. I don't know. Kind of makes sense in my brain. So we got that option. Let's go ahead and throw a torch there just to get some light in this area. And now that it's nighttime and I'm feeling saucy, we can go ahead and see what this area is looking like at night. We obviously got to get some lights around here a little bit better than what we have, but I think it's not a bad start so far, honestly, for lighting, and we haven't done any work with it. But yeah, guys, let me go ahead and get a little bit more work done to get myself a little bit more organized, and I will be back with you guys, and we'll see how long this one's looking. We might start planning another house or something, maybe tackle a little tiny one right there, do another stand. Ooh, yeah, let's do the extra stall right here. I think that's a good idea. But I will be back with you guys when it's daytime. Staying up at night in this area is the worst idea I think I have ever had, guys. There are so many mobs. This place is terribly lit up. Who designed this place? Who did this? This is freaking awful. But anyways, guys, this is going to have to do it for today's episode as there is an Enderman in my field. Oh, I looked at him. Why did I look at him? Use the X. Use the X. Why did I look at the Enderman? I was like, you know what? I'm going to look at him for dramatic effect. Wait, they attack you when you look at them. That's dumb. As you can see, I haven't really fought things for a while because I've been a scaredy cat for a very long time and just hiding during the daytime. Never go out at night. If it's at nighttime, I am up on that pillar and I'm safe. But yeah, guys, like I said, we got this new field in. We got this cool little market stall. I'm looking for creepers, always on the lookout. And yeah, we got a lot of stuff done today. As far as for this little area, I think it was a nice little spot. Added a lot to this whole place. We got our first tree in this area. I almost want to make it a little bit taller, like do a dirt pillar, then do the tree, then replace the dirt pillar with like the acacia wood. Could be kind of cool, but we'll see. Beyond that though, somebody left a comment a little while ago about this wall here, and I want to get your guys' opinions on it. They said that we should go ahead and make these 2-story houses and have them more or less going up and down the wall. So like we could have one floor up here with like a nicer bit, and then like the second house like sticking out there, and they could have like a little wooden like area to, or like you'd have like a top deck almost, which would be the ceiling of the lower house. So if you guys think that'd be kind of a cool idea to mess with, I think it'd be really cool. But if you guys think it would be, let me know so we can go ahead and do that. because I think it'd be fun to mess with a few of them and give it a little bit more height variation to this area. Anyways, guys, like I said, though, that is all I got for you today. Please hit that like button if you did enjoy, subscribe if you loved it, and I will catch you on the flip side.